Hey, all you coffee lovers out there, especially you, Anthony Todd. This is for you. All right, we're going to do a little French press today. We've got the French press, Bodum brand, that's right. We've also got our grinder, Mr. Coffee brand. Also use the express kettle for heating the water or any form of heating the water. We're going to start this right off the bat. I'm going to click that down. It's going to start cooking and boiling up. In the meantime, we're going to take Pete's special blend of Suisse coffee. It's usually 2 ounces for each, 2 tablespoons, for 6 ounces of water, but I usually just kind of cap it off there. You want to make sure you're grounding at the coarse setting, because you want it to make sure that it doesn't go through the strainer. And put the top on while the water's boiling. We're going to push this down and hold it. Makes a lot of noise, but that's all right. It's automatic. It shuts off when it's done. Makes it pretty easy. Alright, there we go. It's almost done. Take that little cap off. A little twisty. Cap off all the excess coffee. A couple times around to get it off the bottom. We're going to dump that right into the Bodum French press. That's right. We're just going to dump it right in there. Get it all out. A couple more. Boom. And there we go. We just let it set in the Bodum. We're going to wait for the hot water. When the hot water done, we're going to pour that in there and let it set. Right now we're going to put the coffee away. We always need to clean up our messes afterwards. Take the little grinder, put it back into the coffee tin. Then we want to wash off the grinder. Renee likes to let it stay in there for a couple days and grow some mold and some bacteria and a little fungus. Personally, all right, she really doesn't, but personally I just like to clean up afterwards. So we're going to clean that up real quick, nice and clean, squeaky clean. And then of course once that's done, you want to dry it off. See, and you got all this time because we're still waiting for the water to boil. But that express kettle, no time at all. We'll have a nice, freshly brewed French press pot of coffee. So we dry that off, put that back in the tin. Same with the lid, dry that off. I can already hear the water starting to get a little warm over there. Heat it up. I'm gonna put our towel back where it belongs. Okay, we got our spoon ready right here. While we're waiting for the water to boil, we can get the cup out for the missus and for yourself. We're going to go with a lovely floral design there. And then your buddy of mine, Mr. Noah James. So we're going to set that aside, have that ready to go. So you can be doing all this while you're waiting for the water to boil. Doesn't take really long. Get the right lids out. And, that's right, water boiling away. We're all ready to go. So what we're going to do is when the water is boiled and hot enough, we're going to pour it in here. It's really however much you're making, but I usually go all the way up to the brown little lid thing there. Just pour it all the way in there. And then we're going to wait for it to bloom. And you can see right off the bat, it'll start to bring up to a nice little bloom there. That's why they call it bloom, I guess. I don't know. And then after the bloom, about 4 minutes for the bloom, 3 or 4 minutes. It's really to your desire how quick you want the coffee. Then we're going to stir it. Let it set for another couple minutes. When that's done, we press all the way down, pour into our cups, add in your creamer, and you're ready to go. So right now this water is boiling pretty good. Hey, don't forget tomorrow, opening day, Giants. That's right, against the Dodgers. Brad Penny against Barry Zito. Looking forward to a wonderful year. Right, girls? Waiting for a wonderful year of baseball? Woo! They are so excited. All right, boiling away. You know, our old coffee mate, what we used to make the coffee, and we'd boil the water in there, and it's not anywhere as hot as this. They say you usually want it between 195 and 210 degrees, and we've noticed a difference. Even when we add our creamer in, the coffee's still nice and hot. You don't have to heat up the creamer before you add it to the coffee, because usually if you take the cold creamer and put it in the hot coffee, it cools down the coffee. With this express kettle, it heats it up real quick, real hot, and it stays hot when you add the creamer. So it boils, and as you can see, it's probably been only a couple minutes here, and we're just waiting. It shuts off automatically, or you think it's hot enough, you can shut it off yourself, and we're good to go. So again, we grounded the coffee on a coarse grind. I put it at the 6 cup level on there, and It's really how much coffee you want to taste. Obviously, a bolder coffee, you don't have to use as many beans, but it's really to taste. You're not going to go bad one way or the other. It's just how you like it. Okay, so right now this is almost done. It's boiling real good. I'm not going to wait for it all the way. I'm just going to go ahead and take it off. We're going to pour that water right in there. Again, we're going to go all the way up to the top of the brown carrier. If you've got one of the silver carriers, you're probably good to go. There's probably even a main level.
I can make a cozy for the silver one.
A maximum level. Renee says she can make a cozy for you. See, already, look at that. Already it's starting to bloom. You can see it. It's just like poofing up there like a bloom. And so again, normally you would let that set for roughly 3 or 4 minutes. I don't think you absolutely have to do that, but I think it just extracts as much out of the bean as possible. And so we're going to go ahead and stir this up right now. Then normally, again, you'd wait for at least 2 or 3 minutes. If you're in a hurry, again, it's a step you can bypass. But I usually just set it in there and let it set for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we press down. But we're going to go ahead and, for the expediency of this video, we're just going to go ahead and press. Hence, French press. You don't have to be French to press. Maybe you have to French while you're pressing. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so as you can see, we pushed all the way down with our Bodum French press. We're going to pour that coffee right in there. Again, to the level that you want, so then you can add the creamer. And we are good to go. My trusty assistant has given me some coffee mate. This is Taylor, trusty assistant. TJ is also in the room, as well as Renee. And we're just going to add the creamer. We're going to stir those puppies up with the the dirty spoon that we just used a second ago. We're going to rinse that off real easy and just stir it up. You can see the steam coming off, smell the coffee, it's good to go. And put that top on there. Anybody know James going to drink a little coffee? Oh, I bet you can taste it in there. Anyway, there you go. Educational, easy to do, you can do it too. All right, man. Talk to you later.